You know, it's really important to think about planning for growth, especially when you're not expecting it, right? 52% of the Fortune 500 merged, acquired, gone bankrupt, fallen off the list since 2000. These are companies that did not expect any kind of growth or change or disruption. And the best time to plan for growth is when you have time to think about it. That is during a downturn, that is during a period where you have stability in the markets, because it gives you the opportunity to get people ready, get the culture right, get the technology, and more importantly, rethink your business model and imagine how you can actually do things better. If you're not ready for growth, chaos happens. Organizations disappoint their customers. Brand promises aren't kept. The culture goes to crap because people are leaving because they're not sure what their mission is. You have to have the infrastructure in place. You have to do the planning. This isn't something you just do on the fly. Companies have to start thinking about long-term growth. We used to think about long-term growth like 5 years out, maybe sometimes 10 years out, but the problem is markets change so quickly. A 3-year plan is the equivalent to what a 10-year plan was. Now, what do we have to do? Well, we have to start evaluating things like when do you build, when do you buy, when do you partner, and more importantly, when do we co-innovate? One of the most strategic things you can do is actually think about how you build a growth agenda. Now, to do the growth agenda, you have to actually think about this differently. We have a concept called multimodal. And when we mean multimodal, there are a couple parts. The first one is you have sustaining operations. These folks keep the trains running on time. Do not mess with them. Make sure they have everything they can do to do their job efficiently. Now, the second piece that's important is you have an innovation group. And these guys focus on incremental innovation. They know how to make things faster, better, cheaper within the rules. And then there's a third team. This third team is doing transformational innovation. They're thinking outside the box. They don't color within the lines. They break all the rules. Now, here's the challenge. You have to get all these three groups to work with each other. And they're at odds all the time because everybody thinks they're doing a better job than the other group. And so this is why culture is important. This is why governance is important. And then the last factor is bringing concept to commercialization. You have to figure a way to get that crazy idea back into the group that's doing sustaining operations. And if you can convince them to do that, you now have something that's going to be successful.